There's beauty to be found on every continent, but Europe, with its 51 independent countries made up of vastly different landscapes, languages, and time zones, is spoiled with variety. In this video, we will tell you about 15 most beautiful destinations in Europe. 15. The Store, Scotland. The Isle of Skye in the far west Scottish Highlands is home to landscapes so supernatural that it's become a go-to backdrop for countless fantasy movies. Especially moving are the Store, a formation of rocky pinnacles that jut out like spikes from a grassy hillside overlooking the island's rugged coastline. You have to hike to get there, but don't be deterred by the weather. Scotland's famous rain and mist make it look that much more magical. 14. Venice, Italy. Look past the crowds and you'll find that one of the most storied cities in the world hasn't lost an ounce of romance. Cruising the Adriatic Lagoon by gondola, taking tours of its historic palazzi, snapping a photo in the Piazza San Marco, it's all been done before, but few spots in the world are as worth braving the masses to experience as this. The Old Town has been a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1987. Built on 118 islands in a lagoon, the city of Venice, with its canals, bridges, and palaces, is one of the world's most visited travel destinations. Venice has been known as La Damianta, La Serenissima, Queen of the Adriatic, the City of Water, City of Masks, City of Bridges, the Floating City, and City of Canals. The lagoon and part of the city are listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Parts of Venice are renowned for the beauty of their settings, their architecture, and artwork. Venice is known for several important artistic movements, especially during the Renaissance period, has played an important role in the history of symphonic and operatic music. Venice is the birthplace of Antonio Vivaldi. Venice is a very popular tourist destination and often is ranked as the most beautiful city in the world. 13. Lake Bled, Slovenia. Slovenia can't compete in size, but its scenery is second to none. Every serious photographer who ends up here makes a beeline for the hills surrounding Lake Bled, where they can take in its fairy tale-like central island, home to a single Gothic church built in the 1400s, and surrounding Julian Alps. 12. Paulstat, Austria. This tiny Iron Age hamlet spills down a slope to the shores of Lake Hallstatt and is surrounded by mountains on all sides, where scenic trails take in the area's glaciers and incredible fall foliage come autumn. Winter is equally beautiful, especially when snow covers the alpine houses and Baroque churches, and a Christmas market takes over the main square. 11. Cliffs of Moher, Ireland. The Cliffs of Moher are one of the world's must-see attractions, and with good reason. From atop these platforms of vertical limestone, you can see for miles on a clear day. The rush of the wind and the salty sea air make this the kind of spot that everybody should show on their bucket list before they run away. Fine, there, we told you the song. Western Ireland's majestic Cliffs of Moher draw millions of visitors a year thanks to their sweeping vistas of where land meets sea, and have become a symbol of their country's beauty. See if you can spot colonies of puffins, which nest in its most isolated corners, as well as the distant Aran Islands. Few places exemplify the raw, untamed beauty of Ireland's west coast like the Cliffs of Moher, a natural wonder that reaches 702 feet at the highest point. 10. Raketsbrücke, Germany. This addition might come as a surprise, but we love its backstory. In 1860, a local knight in Crumlau, now part of Crumlauer Park, commissioned this arched bridge with the hopes that the watery reflection beneath it would create an illusion of a perfect circle. Even if you find Drindel and Lederhosen to be a questionable fashion statement, there's no denying that the Bavarian Alps are a surefire beauty. Also, the beer. 9. Trotunga, Norway. There's not a single ugly corner to be found in the whole of the Norwegian fjords, but some hikes outdo others. One of those is the demanding 16.8-mile hike, round trip, to Trotunga, meaning the Troll's Tongue, a rock formation jutting out over Lake Ringidalisvatnet. Just off of Norway's northwestern coast, you'll find the Lofoten Islands, a majestical, untamed area well known for its surfing beaches and viewing of the northern lights. The archipelago is made up of many islands, but no matter which you head to, you'll find clear blue waters that rival the Mediterranean and craggy mountains that are reminiscent of Iceland, right beside unparalleled fjords and beaches. 8. Kirkjuvik, Iceland. Similar to Trotunga, one of Iceland's most iconic landmarks is as naturally beautiful as it is remote. A freestanding and eye-pleasingly symmetrical mountain near the northern coast of the Snæfellsnes Peninsula, surrounded by beaches, waterfalls, and everything you'd picture Iceland to be. Its colors change drastically with the seasons, which makes for a great photo op no matter the month. This dazzling church mountain near the town of Grundarfjörður is one of Iceland's most photographed sites, and for good reason. It's among the best places to see the northern lights in the country. It also offers an added bonus for Game of Thrones fans. The landmark served as a very important filming location in Season 7. 7. Meteora Greece. Only 4 of Meteora's 24 original 11th century monasteries, which were built on top of sandstone towers to protect them from pillagers during medieval times, survive. They still don't look real. Rising from the plain of Thessaly in mainland Greece, Meteora is a mesmerizing group of vertical rocks reaching up to 300 meters high, which time has twisted into bizarre and beautiful formations. And perched atop these rocks are the monasteries of Meteora, which appear to hang in the air above the rocks. Meteora is worth visiting any time of year, but it shines in the off-season. 6. Bruges, Belgium. The Flemish city of Bruges isn't exactly in need of discovery. Its immaculately preserved medieval architecture and winding canals are so pristine, so fairy tale-like, that its tourist magnetism was a running joke in the cult classic film that bears its name. This Flemish Venice of the North is its own kind of canal city, one where winding riverways share space with secret gardens, quaint chocolate shops, atmospheric breweries serving Trappist beers, and medieval architecture spared from World War II. 5. Lapland, Finland. Thousands of years ago, continental glaciers shifted to create one of Europe's most striking natural masterpieces, Arvi Suomi, or the Finnish Lakeland. It's the continent's largest lake district, an incredible labyrinth of thousands of ponds, rivers, islands, and streams. Icy forests, husky-led sled rides, herds of reindeer, tiny log cabins blanketed in snow. Finnish Lapland, high up in the Arctic Circle, is the real-life version of the North Pole, complete with Northern Lights viewings and igloo hotels to watch them in. 4. Sintra, Portugal. Fantasy novels must have been inspired by Sintra. Just outside Lisbon, this gorgeous corner of Portugal is crowned by a colorful palace and the ruins of a Moorish fortress, which lord over the town. Don't miss the Gothic National Palace or time to stroll its cobbled streets when you go. 3. Bay of Kotor, Montenegro. Croatia was all the rage for the past few years, but now that the sun is setting on Game of Thrones, its Mediterranean neighbor is stepping into the spotlight. Many of the country's best draws lie in Kotor, a UNESCO-listed town overlooking the bay, home to centuries-old palazzos and alleyways, standout food, and primeval forests. 2. Plitvice Lakes National Park, Croatia. Everyone knows about the Grand Canyon and the Serengeti, but have you heard of Plitvice Lakes? If not, that's a shame, because Croatia's oldest national park deserves a spot up there with the bigwigs. Here, a river flowing through a mountain valley forms 16 ethereal emerald green lakes fed by countless waterfalls. Wooden walkways let visitors explore them one by one in between hikes through the surrounding forest. Honestly, the most beautiful spot in Croatia might be Plitvice Lakes National Park, which is basically Fern Gully on drugs. Google it. We'll wait. Walkways and hiking trails will transport you over and around this majestic forest reserve and its cascading turquoise waterfalls, but you cannot swim there. Enter Kirka National Park, the less crowded, lesser-known alternative nearby. The water is just as turquoise, and you can actually get in it. 1. Santorini, Greece. Fabulous black pebble and red sand beaches, iconic whitewashed buildings that cling to rocks overlooking an underwater caldera, a picture-perfect blue-domed monastery, and Instagram mecca. Legendary sunsets from its main town of Hawaii. We said it once, and we'll say it again. this crescent-shaped Aegean island is romance gold. Do let us know in the comments which one of them are on your bucket list. Please subscribe to Travel the World. Thanks for watching.